Greetings, everyone. It is March the 29th, and I'm coming to you right now with a special video that connects the world. You can see by the thumbnail that the U.S. creates disaster in Greenland. I thought we were friends. We're hearing now a video just coming in from Danish Foreign Minister Lars Rasmussen, basically putting J.D. Vance and Donald Trump into their proper place very respectfully, very diplomatically, and does it with facts. Now, yes, this creates a connection ultimately to the rest of the world. Russia, European Union, the war in Ukraine, the Middle East, you name it, the foreign policy of the United States right now is in disaster mode. And unfortunately, instead of working with our friends and our allies and our partners, we are driving wedges in between our good, friendly relations around the globe. And that will lead to epic disaster with foreign policy, not only with Russia and the war in Ukraine, which we support nonstop, but the Middle East, Africa, the Far East, you name it, ladies and gentlemen. And right, even if you're an American, right at our own borders with Canada and Mexico and basically the rest of the known world. So today, this is crazy. Just coming out, U.S. creating this disaster in Greenland. Here you have the foreign minister, Lars Rasmussen, saying, hey, I thought we were friends. I thought we were in NATO together. I thought we were allies. And then he starts to drop the treaties that we already have in place. J.D. Vance's trip to Greenland was an absolute disaster. In fact, prepare to be educated, J.D. Vance. Prepare to be educated, Donald Trump, and maybe for the rest of the world as well. What is going on in Greenland is a tragedy. And here you have it. Let's get right to the video.
I have a message for our American friends and all others who are listening. Much is being said these days. Many accusations and many allegations have been made. And of course, we are open to criticism. But let me be completely honest. We do not appreciate the tone in which is being delivered. This is not how you speak to your close allies. And I still consider Denmark and the United States to be close allies. We respect that the United States needs a greater military presence in Greenland, as Vice President Vance mentioned this evening. We, Denmark and Greenland, are very much open to discussing this with you, with an open mind. We still have the defense agreement from 1951. It offers ample opportunity for the United States to have a much stronger military presence in Greenland. If that is what you wish, then let us discuss it. In 1945, the United States had 17 bases and military installations in Greenland with thousands of soldiers. Today, only one American base is left, the one Vice President Vance visited a few hours ago, and something like 200 soldiers. We can do more, much more, within the framework we have today. Let us make use of that, and let us do it together. The Vice President also stated that Denmark has done too little in the Arctic. The other day, he said that the United States has also done too little. And the fact is that we have all been harvesting the peace dividend. We all acted on the assumption that the Arctic was and should be a low-tension area. But that time is over. Status quo is not an option. And that is why we have stepped up as well. With $1 billion investment in Arctic security just a few weeks ago, an investment that will provide more drones, more ships, more personnel, and more will come later this year. And let us not forget, Greenland is part of NATO. Today, NATO's security guarantee also covers Greenland.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man just dropped a ton of truth in 2.5 minutes. As I said, prepare to be educated, because that is what he just did. Foreign Minister Lars Rasmussen of Denmark. And I know I have a lot of Denmark viewers there. Hey, you guys, amazing. Kudos to Lars Rasmussen for telling the truth. So just to review, this is very simple. Hey, there's much being said and many allegations being thrown around, and we're open to criticism, but we are not appreciative of the tone that you are using, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump. This is not how you speak to your friends, and it's not how you speak to your allies. The way you speak is with respect and openness. And by the way, in case you have forgotten, not read, not prepared, or do not even know, we still have a standing 1951 agreement. It's over 70 years old for security, bases, soldiers. You can do whatever you want, but let's just talk about it. In fact, let me drop some history. In 1945, the United States had 17 bases and thousands of soldiers there. Now, today, you have one base and 200 soldiers. That is not Greenland's fault. That is not Denmark's fault. That is the United States' fault. So let's work together. Oh, and by the way, you want to talk about Arctic security? Look in the mirror. You're the ones that were talking about your lack of Arctic presence and security. So don't try to throw that blame over here on Denmark. We are investing $1 billion into the Arctic. And remember, we've been operating off of a peaceful world for decades and decades that is now in the process of being disrupted. So, before you start throwing out threats, before you start this rhetoric that has no fact and no substance, please look in the mirror. Oh, and by the way, we are in NATO together. The last time I checked. Great job, Danish Foreign Minister Lars Rasmussen. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this affects the whole world. As he said, I thought we were friends. Be blessed. Have a good day. We'll be back at you later.